grade Panthers. I'm Meredith Officer. I'm your fifth grade counselor, and today I'm going to introduce you to a video a few of us made to learn a little about what our school day is going to look like at HG Hill. Now, if there wasn't COVID, we would have a big special night at school to celebrate fifth graders. We know starting fifth grade is a special time, and it's very unusual that we're starting our first day back in the building for fifth grade in February. I promise it's going to be great, but we want you to learn a lot today. I hope you will write down any questions and save them for the end of our video so everyone will be able to focus on just the video and not the chat box. Be sure and pay close attention to what you see. There will be some questions at the end, and you will earn prizes if you are the first person to answer in the chat. Let's get started by meeting some special people at HG Hill.
Hello, Panthers. I'm Dr. Carrie Jones, Executive Principal at HG Hill Middle School. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Dr. Northington, 5th and 7th grade principal. Welcome to HG Hill.
Welcome, 5th grade. We are so excited to have you back in the building. I am Ms. Rucker. I'm one of the assistant principals. So glad to have you, and I hope you enjoy HG Hill Middle, and welcome to being a Panther. Go Panthers.
Hello, 5th graders. I am Dean Bankett. I get to finally get to meet you guys in person. I am one of the admins over at HG Hill, and I can't wait to see you guys.
Hey, 5th graders, it's Miss Deerdorf. We're so excited for you to be back in the building with us. And I'm so excited to see you guys and to have you in my classroom. We will see you soon.
Hi everyone, Miss Jones here, 5th grade math. Really excited to see you in the school building coming up here soon. And I know that we're gonna have a great year together. See you there soon.
Hey 5th graders, it's Miss Beckham here. Welcome to HG Hill Middle School. We are so excited to have you back in the building, and we'll see you soon.
Hey, I'm Miss Taylor, and we're out here waiting for adventure and fun, and we can't wait to see you in 5th grade. That's fun.
Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Goddard. I will be teaching 5th grade social studies and science. I'm excited to get back into the classroom and meet all my students in person. I can't wait to meet all you guys. Stay safe and see you soon.
Mr. Holland here. Guess what tomorrow is? Our first day of in-person school. I'm so excited to meet all of you guys. I hope you have a great orientation, but I really have to go take care of this beard before class tomorrow. I'll see you guys. Get some rest. Bye.
First things first, let's talk about SSA, Standard School Attire.
Okay, so this year we're being very relaxed with our standard school attire. You just have to come to school in appropriate clothing. Jeans are allowed, warm joggers are allowed, hoodies are allowed. But there's one thing about hoodies. The hood can never go on your head in school. It has to stay down. But when we go outside and it's really cold, you can flip it up while you're outside, but as soon as you come in, it has to come down. Again, we're very relaxed with our SSA, but you need to dress appropriately, and the biggest thing of SSA this year is our mask. It has to be worn correctly over your nose and your mouth at all times. So appropriate SSA. My sweatshirt is appropriate. It says kind things. This hoodie is appropriate. Fleece jackets are appropriate. Coats are appropriate. T-shirts are appropriate only if they have kind language and nice images on them. Anything inappropriate is not allowed. Inappropriate means holes in jeans, a lot of skin showing. We just can't do that here at school. So if you have jeans that have holes, put some leggings on underneath them, and those are going to be allowed this year because everybody's wearing a mask. So we're trying to make you as comfortable as possible this year with a little bit of a relaxed SSA. After this video shows, you're going to have plenty of time to ask questions about our SSA policy.
Now that you are dressed and ready for school, one of the first things to know about HG Hill is how the car rider line and bus drop-off works. Some of you will be car riders and some of you will ride the bus. If you're a car rider, you can't be dropped off before an HG Hill adult is in the car rider line to let you out. If you ride the bus, you will come off the bus when an HG Hill adult tells your driver it is okay to open the door. 5th grade, your family won't be able to come with you into the building on the first day, but I promise there will be lots of people outside to help you find where to go. Let's watch our arrival procedures.
When you get off the bus, you're going to go to different entrances based on your grade. So 5th graders, you're going to go to the right to the 5th grade hallway. It's very important to remember you're going to enter at your grade level door, not following friends or siblings.
Let's go in the office.
No, I'm supposed to go this way.
So we're going down to the 5th grade. These are all the 5th grade classrooms. You'll always walk under top this in case it's raining. Follow this sidewalk. Are you still following the sidewalk?
Yes, I'm following the sidewalk.
Then we're going to make a turn, and we're almost at 5th grade. We still come around the corner. We're still under the overhang so we don't get wet if it's raining. Around another corner. Those are the 5th grade portables. If you're Miss Jones or Mr. Goddard, that's where you'll be. Otherwise, everybody comes in this door, the 5th grade door. This is the car rider line. The car rider line comes in off Davidson Road, nearest to the big neighborhood next to us, and it follows this line down toward the back of the building. It turns around at the top, and it follows directions from the people in the car rider, and when they say stop, then you stop. You don't get out of your car until you're stopped.
Goodbye, Dad. Bye, see you later. Have a great day. Thanks.
So now you come out of your car rider and you follow it right up to the 5th grade door. Same place we showed you the bus riders come in. Remember? Mr. Goddard's cottage, Miss Jones's cottage, 5th grade door. This is cottage 7. If Mr. Goddard is your homeroom teacher, you'll get off the bus and go to cottage 7. Mr. Goddard's room is cottage 7. This is cottage 6. This is Miss Jones's cottage. If Miss Jones is your homeroom teacher, you'll go to her cottage. Cottage 6. Your breakfast.
Breakfast and follow the arrows.
Your breakfast is on that table. You pick a breakfast up if you want one, and you get ready to go to your classroom. The next step, Panthers, is to go right to your homeroom. Let's take a look at where all the homerooms are. We showed you Mr. Goddard and Miss Jones outside. Here's the first one.
The first door on the right is Miss Deerdorf's room, room 107.
If your homeroom teacher is Miss Deerdorf, you go to room 107. Next on the right, the second door on the right,
is Miss Beckham's room. She's room 105.
If you have Miss Beckham for homeroom, you go to room 105, the second door on the right. This room will be empty because Miss Bellish is a virtual teacher. Some days you might see Miss Bellish, but her room will pretty much be empty. This is also Mr. LeBlanc's room. He's a virtual teacher also. You might see him, but mostly that room will be empty. Those were all on the right side of the hallway.
Now we're turning around to the left side of the hallway as you come in the room. The first one's Miss Orth. She's also a virtual teacher, but Miss Orth's classroom will be used as a lunchroom. Let's show everybody what that lunchroom would look like. Some of you will eat lunch in this room. Our job is to make sure you're safe, so if you don't eat in the cafeteria, you might eat in this room with some friends. Okay.
The next room we come to is Miss Taylor's room.
This is Miss Taylor's room, room 102. If you have Miss Taylor for homeroom, this is where you'll go. You can see we're walking back toward that door we came in. We're following what's called a racetrack. We'll tell you about a racetrack soon. This is Miss Zazalak's room. Miss Zazalak is a virtual teacher, so you might not see anybody in Miss Zazalak's room.
Here's my homeroom.
Oh, you found it.
I found it. It's Mr. Holland, room 106.
Mr. Holland's room, if that's your homeroom, is room 106. Now take a look how close Mr. Holland's room is to where we got breakfast. We don't cross over to get to Mr. Holland's room. We get breakfast and we go all the way up the hall and back down the hall till we get to Mr. Holland's room. Mr. Holland's room also is a lunchroom. So even if you don't have Mr. Holland for a teacher, you might eat lunch in this room.
Your schedule will be the very same as it is now, but now you will be in person. You've seen how to enter the building, where your homerooms are, and how to get breakfast. Tomorrow you will go to your homeroom first. Again, your homeroom first. Your homeroom teacher will have a copy of your schedule and will help you learn where to go after your homeroom class. Your teacher will also show you how to move around in the classroom. We aren't showing it here because all of the rooms are different. There are some things that will be the same for everyone in 5th grade. These are how we pack up after class has ended, how to get water, where we line up for the bathrooms, and how we use hand sanitizer. Take a look.
One of the fun things about coming to middle school is having a locker, but unfortunately, a lot of germs can hide in lockers, so we're not going to use them. But we want you to know what it is that you need to carry with you and how you can carry it around so that it's comfortable.
You've got to make sure that you put your computer into your computer bag, get your papers, your pencils, all of those things. You'll also need your ELA book, and you will need your charger. At that point, you will put everything into your backpack. A good idea is to sit the backpack on your chair. Unzip it and put your things inside the backpack. You may have to open more than one part of your backpack. After you get your things inside, it's very important that you zip it back up. Then move your backpack to your back, and then push your chair under. Your teacher will give you a wipe to wipe your desk, the back of your chair, and the seat of your chair. You will then wait for instructions from your teacher on how to exit the room. Don't forget your coat. It will be hanging right here.
Okay, friends, we need to talk about our backpacks. You saw what our friends loaded up her backpack with, and she's got it on her back and she's ready to carry it. What do you have in your backpack?
I made sure that I brought all the things I need. Of course, I have a water bottle. I also have my computer in its protective case. I have some paper, pencils in a folder. I also have my charger, and I have my ELA novel that we're reading. I might sometime have another independent reading book, but it's just the right weight. I can easily carry it.
Did you bring a bunch of extra stuff from home?
No, I didn't have room for that, and then it would have been too heavy to carry all day.
Good idea.
Okay, ready?
Fifth grade, I don't think this student maybe has the right idea. Your backpack looks really heavy. I'm sorry. What do you have in there?
Well, I have a huge soda. I have my Switch. I have my photo albums of all my friends and binders and my ELA book and my keys to get in the house. It's so heavy. Wait, I didn't even bring my computer.
That's going to be kind of heavy. Are you okay? Don't fall. Don't drop it.
I have to carry this all day.
You do. Everything in there. We can't help you. You're going to have to carry that. Do you think you could do better?
I'll do better tomorrow.
Okay, but bring that computer, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so during the day, we'll have water breaks, of course. And these are water fountains.
It's my turn. Wait.
That's going to be all covered up because that's a bad place for germs. So we're going to have to figure something else out.
How am I going to get
No, I don't think you should put your head under the water filler. Here, I've got another student. No, we can show you a little bit better way. Everybody needs a water bottle, fifth grade. All you have to do is just put it right under there. And look at that. It also tells you how many trees and waste we saved by using our water bottle. Fill it up tight. And probably your teacher's going to let you have it in class. Don't worry, we'll get you a water bottle if you don't have one.
Can I have a sip of yours?
No, germs.
So fifth grade, sometimes you're going to see these big round blue dots. These are the dots that we use for standing when we're getting ready to go to the bathroom. When it's your turn, your teachers will line boys up on one side and girls up on the other side. And when you're on one of the blue dots, you'll be the next one in. You'll go around the corner when it's your turn and you'll use the bathroom. We have to be so careful in the bathroom. And fifth grade, I think you know how good you need to wash your hands in there. At our school, everybody, we have hand sanitizer stations all over the building. They're automatic. We do stay 6 feet apart.
Be sure we're not actually touching the machine.
Rub on both sides of your hands.
And we don't throw it at our friends. And every time we see one of these, we use it.
Now you have seen how to come into class, how to pack up, how to get water, how to line up for the bathrooms, and how to use our hand sanitizer station. You also saw someone with the good backpack that can be carried all day and one that is going to be pretty heavy. The most important things you need in that backpack are your computer and charger, some earbuds, a water bottle, your ELA novel, and just a few basic supplies. Now, I know you have heard us talk about the 5th grade racetrack, so let's learn about that now. No, it's not that kind of racetrack. Let's keep watching.
Let's talk about how 5th grade racetracks work. If you're on Miss Deardorff's team, her room will be the only one inside the building. You're going to follow the silver team's racetrack to go to Miss Jones or Mr. Goddard's portable. Follow the arrows outside. If you're coming inside from Miss Jones or Mr. Goddard's class, you're going to join the racetrack to go to Miss Dearborn's room, following the arrows. If you're on Mr. Holland's team, all of your classes will be inside the building. So you will follow your own racetrack on this side of the hallway. You're going to follow these arrows to go to Miss Beckham's class. Now I'm going to leave Miss Beckham's class and go down to Miss Taylor's class. I can't cut across. I got to follow the racetrack down to Miss Taylor's class. I'm allowed to turn here. Here's Miss Taylor's class. Time for lunch. Instead of having two separate racetracks for the teams, we're going to have one big racetrack. So I won't cut across here. I'm going to go all the way around. All the way around to lunch. Your teacher will tell you how to line up for related arts, but we'll use this big racetrack to get to lunch and to come back from lunch. Okay, 5th grade, this was a lot to remember, but it's really important that you follow these instructions because they're here to keep you safe. Your teachers will go over everything again and will help you learn how we're going to do everything at HG Hill. So I'll see you on the racetrack tomorrow.
Now that you know how to move on the racetrack, it's time to learn about going to the lunchroom. Not everyone will eat in the cafeteria. What's the one time it's hard to wear a mask? Yes, it's when you are eating. So we have to be extra careful about social distancing when we eat. There will be 2 classrooms on the 5th grade hall that will be lunchrooms in addition to the cafeteria. Let's watch.
Boy, I'm hungry. It is time for lunch. Let's go.
So before you leave your classroom, you will be given a number 1 to 53. The students that leave first are the students that will eat in the classroom. The next group will be the students that eat in the cafeteria. And we'll come up the 5th grade ramp and we'll walk all the way to the cafeteria.
I'm number 2. I'm number 3.
And we're still staying on our dots, friends. We're also following the one way on this side of the hall.
When we get to the arrow that says lunch, our teacher will direct us in the cafeteria. When you enter the cafeteria, you'll turn to your right and follow along the one-way signs. And when you get to the cafeteria aisle, you'll see more stickers. You'll go up and down the rows. You'll pick up a box of food, and you'll continue to follow the one-way pathway.
Still number 2. I'm number 3. We do not touch.
You're doing a great job of keeping your social distance. What are all those marks on the tables?
Seat number 1 is back here because on the table they're numbered. Seat 1 is here.
Seat 2 is here every day. This is my seat. Seat 3 is here. I only sit here. I do not sit where there's an X.
It's important that everybody sees how big this cafeteria is. Only 53 kids can eat in here at a time. That's so we can keep you distanced like our friends are over there. Only the seats that don't have an X and they have a number assigned that you were given are the seats you can sit in. It will seem a little empty, but I promise it'll still be fun. Ready?
I'm ready to go. When it's time to leave, The cafeteria people will let you know what to do. You're going to stand. If you have a chair, push it under. Stay in your spot. You will leave in the order of 1 to 53. Number 1 will go first. Number 2. Number 3. We don't go out the way we came in. The door will be open for you to go out. Follow the teacher in charge. During lunch, when you're eating, you do not wear your mask. But as soon as you're finished, you pull your mask back up and stay seated to talk with the person closest to you. Then, when it's time to put your food away, they will bring the bucket.
And I stay seated until they tell me otherwise. Always stay seated in the cafeteria.
But you can still talk with your friends, but just as long as you have a mask on.
If you forget something, you'll have to raise your hand. But you probably won't because it's all prepared for you.
And as a reminder, there are no microwaves available and no water fountains available in the cafeteria. So make sure if you bring your lunch, it does not have to be warmed up, and you bring a drink.
Or fill up your water bottle on the way in your hall.
Also remember, you will have had a planned bathroom break. No one can leave the cafeteria until your teacher escorts you out.
And the last thing to remember, you are not allowed to share or give a friend any food near you.
5th grade, when you're coming down the hall from lunch or related arts, you might come here and see this office. This is Officer Morris. He's our school resource officer. That means he's a policeman. His office is right here on the 5th grade hall, and it's really important, 5th grade, that you don't bang up against his door or not let him be able to get out. We want to give him as much space as he needs if he needs to open his door.
I know related arts are a favorite time of the day for you. We want to show you how to get to these classes. Related arts classrooms are all over the building, and your 5th grade teachers will teach you how you are called to go and which way to go. We also want to show you the related arts classrooms in our beautiful library.
On your way to related arts, your teachers will call you class by class into the hallway. They'll start with PE and choir. If you're in PE and choir, you will go to those related arts classes outside. Make sure you have on your heavy coat. You have everything you need for dismissal.
So it's important that you know we're following the racetrack again. Remember that. She's going all the way to the gym or the choir room from outside.
So this is our band room, and as you can see, Mr. DeBerry hasn't finished putting tape around us, but we just wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like. You're not Mr. DeBerry!
But I'm pretty good at the drums.
This is the art room, or better known as the art room that houses Miss Mills, the famous portrait artist of A.J. Brown of the Tennessee Titans. Mr. Goheen, what are you doing? Now we're in the choir room. As you can see, Miss Brantley has started to tape off areas for students. All of your belongings will have to be underneath your seats. You will be spread out with plenty of room. Mr. Goheen, it's you again?
We're in the gym now. Even in the gym, we have to stay socially distant. They have X's on the floor to keep you apart. At HG Hill, we have a beautiful library that we're going to show you in just a minute. This year, we're using the library as a classroom, so it will be closed. But don't worry, we're going to make sure that you can get independent reading books. Our librarian, Ms. Adkins, will come around with a cart. I'm sure she'll take requests, and we'll make sure you have books to read for the whole second semester. We have so many books to choose from. This room is set up as a classroom for this year, though.
5th grade. By now I think you are getting the idea that we don't want you to move around the building without an adult. This is so important. Here's a reminder.
It's very important this year at school to not be in the hallways unescorted. If you find yourself without somebody with you, you need to go back to the classroom that you came from. Nobody should be in the hallways without an adult escort throughout the building.
Hello.
Hi, I need a Band-Aid.
You gotta get that from your class.
Oh, I need to use the phone.
You gotta ask your teacher in your classroom.
I need to see a principal.
You can go talk to your teacher, and if they want you to talk to a principal, they'll come back with you. Bye, see you later.
Bye. Pizza delivery.
Well, we've made it to the end of the day and it's time to go home. Because social distancing is so important, we have to be extra careful at dismissal. It's also very important to know if you are a car rider or a bus rider at the end of the day. Sometimes your family will call school and tell you to change that, and if they do, Mr. Goheen or someone in the office will bring you a note.
Now we're going to talk about dismissal. The way that we dismiss at HG Hill is car riders and walkers go first, and then bus riders are dismissed one bus at a time. Art and band will come down the ramp. PE and choir will exit through the gym.
Good afternoon, at this time, car riders and walkers, you are dismissed. Car riders and walkers only, you are dismissed.
Some of you may have friends or siblings that have told you this is where you exit for car riders, but not this year. This year, you're going to go out your grade level doors. Bus riders, when we're dismissed, it's going to sound like this.
At this time, bus 8, you are dismissed. Bus 8 only, you are dismissed.
It's very important during bus dismissal, no matter where you are, whether it's the gym, in the band room, in choir, wherever you are, you've got to listen carefully. Also, you need to be sure that you keep socially distant as you leave the building.
As we go outside the building and we're going to line up to get on the bus, we need to make sure we remember we are 6 feet apart. You guys are going to do great at this.
And don't forget, we're going to dismiss one bus at a time. Everybody's not going to rush out together. You're going to go one bus at a time. So it's really important to know your bus number on the first day when you come to school. Write it down, one bus at a time. You've got to know your bus number. Guys, we want to say thank you for going on this tour tour of how it is to be a fifth grader this school year. We're in the gym to finish up because in a regular school year, this is where we have a lot of fun assemblies and pep rallies. And the best part, it's the furthest away from where I sent Mr. Goheen all the way back to his office.
Well, Panthers, there you have a day in the life at school. I know that was a lot to learn. Fifth graders, don't worry about trying to remember all this on the first day. Our job is to help you, show you around, and make you feel comfortable. My office is right around the corner from the fifth grade hall, and there are lots of people available to you. We are posting this video on our YouTube channel if you want to watch it again. We are so excited to see you tomorrow. It's going to be a great school year, and we promise to keep you safe.
Yep.
Mr. Goheen, really? You know he don't run